Mr. Miller.
The situation that I've got to bring up, it's kind of a road ceremony, they come bring it to this committee. It's a road that's not a county road, but it's a roadway that will maintain, it's up to the tower side on Town Hall. In the past, American Tower has come straighten that road up about once a year, something like that. We've not seen them in about 3 years. It's to the point now the ruts are about knee deep. Our radio vendors tell us it's getting to the point that they can't access that site. Probably gonna take something like a dozer and rocks to get it straightened back out, but it's something that we've not had to maintain in the past because of the power companies have, since COVID, they've been there once to, and I don't know if it's manpower issue or we own the property, they just basically abandoned what maintenance that they were doing on it. I have had the cell companies put in a request to have it repaired through their avenues, and so far no one showed up. And we've been that route probably for 6 months, but we're to the point we're going to have to come up with some type of plan on how we're going to maintain that access.
That's the one up there just off 4 lanes, right?
Correct.
Top of the hill, top of the bridge.
Yes, and it's there's about 2 or 3 places in it. It's very steep, and that's where it always washes out. You know.
We've always had problems with that road.
Yeah, but the last time that they maintained it was right before we put in that analog equipment, probably 6 months before that, and we've not seen them since. There's actually, they're not maintaining those sites very well as far as the cell companies aren't anymore. There's actually a part of the road that there's a fiber exposed for about probably 3 to 4 feet of fiber that's hanging out of the roadway. So they're going to have an issue there themselves, but we're going to have to do something just to get access there. And that is all county property from the time it leaves 11W till it gets to our side. Theirs is basically an access or a right of way through our property, is my understanding. So I don't know if that's
how long it is.
I'm not sure how far it is up there. That tower right on top of Town Hall there. So, and it pretty much goes straight up what you can see there from the left, and then it kind of cuts back to the left.
So the road going up to the tower, do we own the property the tower is on?
We do. Yep.
And did we lease that property out for the tower to be built?
They own a property past it, so I assume they have a right of way into their property. Their site's landlocked, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. The tower?
The American Tower, which is Verizon. My understanding, their property is landlocked, so they probably have an access to their property, I imagine.
So when we gave them, the right of way for that road, I mean, was there any agreement that they had to maintain?
I can have Judy look back at that. I don't know. I know we were there first as far as the site, because we've been there for years and years, back in the 70s.
But did you say they had maintained in the past?
They have, but since COVID, their cell techs, when they put in for maintenance on that roadway, they just basically just not showed up to do it. And I don't know if there's any, like I said, I don't know if there's an avenue for us to force that out. I can have Judy look at the deeds for American Tower and hers to see if anything's put on there as far as maintenance. But I don't know if that's something you want me to get a figure together to bring to the budget hearings or what, but it's going to become a reoccurring thing if no one else maintains it, that we're going to have to. It stays in decent shape for about a year, and then it becomes to the point that we're at the point now of almost damaging equipment when we go up there, especially if it's raining or something like that. And it's always when we're having one of these floods that we have, if we do have an issue, it seems like it's very
Someone
dangerous.
you could get in touch with to see if they have any intention of maintaining what they did.
The way that works, my understanding, is these cell technicians put it into their system. It goes wherever for approval, and then they determine yes or no on maintaining it. I know it's been entered into that system multiple times, but so far they've denied the maintenance. I don't know if they're doing that because of manpower. I don't know if they're doing that because they don't own the property and it's theirs, and they may own some of their other sites. I don't know. Like I say, this is not going to be a one-time fix and it's done, because it's a recurring problem there. I don't know long term if there's a way we can cut that road in better so it didn't wash out so bad. I mean, it's the side of a bluff. I mean, it is what it is, so. But,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that road's always
yeah.
give us, the taxpayers, a problem if we had to do anything to it because
Yeah.
it stays so rough.
Oh, yeah.
And like you said, it is steep.
It's, I've been involved in emergency services since '01, and we used to go with the rescue squad in old Suburban. We would take up there. It's the worst I've seen it since I've been involved right now. I can still make it up in my vehicle, but the running boards drag out. And the radio vendor, they have compact four-wheel drive trucks, and they're saying to get to the point that they're afraid they're gonna start damaging their equipment getting up there.
You don't have anybody that you can call,
As far as American,
talk to about.
as far as American Tower, I'll make an attempt again, but I feel like we've exhausted that at this point with the number of times they've entered it into their system. But I don't care to try to get a hold of one of those supervisors and see what they say. I mean, they've got a huge fiber that's exposed there. If that's not enough to encourage them to get there to fix that, I don't know that we're gonna be able to encourage them very much. Because that fiber is that main trunk line coming into the site, so if it damages, it's offline.
I guess if you could make an attempt to talk to someone, and then if you get no results, I guess probably you need to bring it to the budget committee. What do you think, Jason?
Well, I mean, yeah, we could. I don't know. Yeah, that's what you have to do.
I mean, I don't know of any other solution as of right now.
Yeah.
See, a lot of things fall on you. It's like, and I've faced it many times, I don't like going to a full county commission meeting and have out of order resolutions thrown at you right there that night and have to make a decision that night.
Yeah.
And, some of these things that we're faced with sometimes end up like that.
I don't know the degree it is now. I don't think we're going to implement. We don't have like a dozer or anything, like a full-size dozer. I don't know if we even own anything big enough, heavy.
Is that even something that your department could do? It's not an official county road, I don't think.
I can't work on it
I don't think so.
unless it's got a road name that's in that book.
Right.
And the thing we get in there is we don't want it to be open and accessible to the public. I mean, I don't know if they have to be on that road list or not, but.
If it's on the road list, is it open and accessible to the public?
It is.
Yeah, anything that's on the road list is love to get it down.
So I don't think we'd want to go that avenue to open up a risk for security.
Okay, anybody have any other questions for Jamie at this time?
Thank you, Jim.
I'll reach out to some contractors, but I guess that's avenue we need to go and just see what we can come up with as far as some type of rough price of what they think annually it'll take to keep that up.
Okay.
That's a site, as far as our county, there's no way we can give up the coverage that site offers, so it's, to move it's just not an option, so we've got to figure out a road access into it. Okay?
Thank you, Jim.
There may be a way by recouping some costs from the other tower owners up there. If we don't have the only tower up there. So that may be something that have to be pursued too.
Anybody else have any